Hello and good afternoon and welcome once again to another round of Better Than Before. I'm Dave Edelstein, your Better Than Before host, encouraging you to think about all things mindful, relationship-oriented, connecting to other human beings, and communicating to make all those things work. Today I thought I would say something about kindness. The other day I posted something about, what's the most attractive quality. Hi, Desi. Hi, Augustine. Uh, the other day I put up a post about what's the most attractive quality that you possess, what's the most attractive quality in other persons, and kindness came up again and again. There were other interesting and valuable insights in that. I wouldn't want to compress all of the good ideas that people tossed up into a single word, but kindness did come up again and again, and I thought I would say something about this. And I was wondering, what makes kindness so attractive? Certainly, at points in my life where I was dating, where I was looking, hi, Brian, where I thought I needed to consider carefully what my options were in finding a partner and connecting and having a relationship, which is, something in my life that I've always taken seriously. Well, I also turned to this word, kindness, that this, was the attractive quality. This was, hi, Somi, this was something that I was looking for. And this is something that apparently a lot of other people are looking for too. If you are in the dating market, if you are looking for a partner, you might well consider how kind you appear to be to other people, whether you are kind to other people. This is something that really attracts people. Being unkind is very unattractive. Because if you come across as unkind, people want to stay away from you. Nobody likes to be around people who are mean. That's kind of obvious. But what is it that makes kindness so attractive? And I think that, I think that a big part of this is just how abrasive life is. Many deep thinkers have pointed to the idea that life is difficult. I had a great aunt who lived to be 110 years old, largely on the basis of the philosophy that life in the best of times is difficult. This doesn't sound like the sort of philosophy that would carry one to a great age. We're told that optimism and a sort of a bright outlook are important in longevity. She had this sort of very cautious, wasn't negative, but wasn't overly, her expectations were not high. Perhaps for this reason, she was not often disappointed. Maybe this helped her live to a great age. But life is difficult enough. The pressures at work, the pressures of family life, the needs of our children, the needs of our parents, the needs of our coworkers, our own needs. This all gets very abrasive. And when we look to connect with another person, very often what we really want that other person to give us is just a bit of relief. We want that feeling that someone is on our side, not necessarily to be the hero. This isn't about playing the victim and wanting someone to be nice to us because we feel like victims. That's ridiculous. We can be perfectly well-adjusted. Hi, Vicky. We can be perfectly well-adjusted and have a reasonable, positive, good attitude towards things and still feel like the person that we want to spend the bulk of our time with would be a person who is considerate of what they contribute to our lives, and that they're eager to make some kind of positive contribution to our lives. It doesn't mean that these people will be kind in the sense of never telling us the truth. That isn't kind. You can't just deceive people into liking you or deceive people into making their lives better. Sometimes we do have to tell people we love harsh things, harsh truths, but we don't have to do it harshly. I've mentioned before that my dad is very ill. He has a terrible form of dementia. I remember having to talk to him about this. I was sort of the designated talker, being the eldest son and having the longest running relationship with him as a result. Hi, Aisha. And, we had all noticed that Dad couldn't speak very well, had become kind of aphasic, that couldn't manage words well. And there was this sort of consensus that someone had to say something about this to him. And Dad was proud and sensitive and had avoided going to the neurologist for years because he knew what he was going to hear. And yet something had to be said. Hi, Chris. Hi, Lance. Thanks for tuning in. Something had to be said. Something had to be done. And I knew that the things that I had to say to him were things he did not want to hear and were harsh truths. You want to really hurt someone's feelings? You want to really make someone angry at you? Tell them something, tell them some truth about themselves that they already know to be true and know to be negative in some way. But it's all in the way that you do it. You can do it kindly or unkindly. When I had to discuss with my dad the fact that his mind was failing, I still looked for a way to do it kindly. I had to tell him the truth. I had to say, Dad, there's something wrong with the way that you're speaking. You seem to be losing the ability to express yourself. I'm worried about the condition of your mind. I didn't rush to tell him, I think there's something wrong with you. I didn't do it in a way to say, I think less of you because you seem to be ill. I tried to do it taking his feelings, his person, his worth, his importance to me into account. Being kind doesn't mean never saying something, anything real. That isn't kind. That's BS. It's garbage. Being kind means considering the other person, caring about the other person. When we go into a relationship, this is what we want. We want to be involved with somebody who takes us seriously, who takes our feelings seriously, who takes our growth seriously, who takes us seriously as persons, who respects our effort, who respects our achievement. And of course, this is any kind of relationship. We're giving those things back. That's what the kindness thing is about. That's why everybody mentions kindness in talking about what they want in a partner and what they want to be in a partner. They want to be thought of as kind. Why? Because it shows that you're really connected to the well-being of the other person. That you don't feel well yourself. You don't have well-being unless the other person has well-being. That's what kindness is about. It doesn't mean faking it or being dishonest or hiding your feelings. It means being honest about what you see, honest about it, encouraging growth in the other person, honest about respecting yourself, but doing it in a way where you make the other person's life as important to you as your own. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Gail. And in part, I thank all of you kindly for having tuned in today. Hi, Carol. I feel appreciated. I feel valued when these things that I say inspire you to tune in. I don't always know how well they'll come out. I don't know how relevant they'll be to you. But it's kind of you to tune in and to consider that what I'm offering has some value to you. Thank you very much. And I will kindly try and give you something of worth each time that I appear in one of these things, which I will do again tomorrow afternoon. So think about your kindness quotient, not your intelligence quotient, not even your emotional intelligence quotient. Think of your kindness quotient as you make your way through the rest of today and on and tomorrow until I can speak to you again. Thanks so much for tuning in. See you again tomorrow. Bye now.